There's negative information on my credit report that's not mine. Hi, this is Consumer Protection Attorney Bill Clanton, and I've helped hundreds of consumers, regular folks like me and you, deal with debt collection harassment, inaccurate credit reporting, and other consumer-related matters. If you found information on your credit report that's not yours, there's generally two explanations for it. There is identity theft and a mixed or merged file. There are other ways that it happens, but the two most common are identity theft and a mixed or merged file. Now, identity theft is all over the news these days. It can happen any number of ways. You lose your wallet, you drop your driver's license somewhere, you leave a credit card somewhere, or hackers break into Experian or Equifax or TransUnion, or somebody steals your information from a hack, or they buy your information on the black market. I see this a lot with payday loans. Either payday lenders sell their information, or hackers are able to access this information and sell it. Lots of folks who have old payday loans or simply applied for payday loans and never actually got the loans are getting harassed for money they don't owe. Identity theft can happen a lot of different ways. But what it looks like to you is you get a letter from a credit card company or a bank saying you owe money, or you get a letter from a debt collector saying you owe money, or you get turned down for credit and they say it's because of information on your credit report that you don't recognize. That is the result of identity theft. Now, you may also see that there's a second social security number on your credit report, or another address that you don't recognize, or phone numbers you don't recognize, or nicknames that you don't recognize. And this is because an identity thief will sometimes create what they call a hybrid person. They will use a close but not the same social security number, or they'll have the credit card that they take out in your name with your information delivered to another address, and that's how another address gets on there. They'll come up with a different nickname. They may use your last name and their first name, or your first name and their last name. This hybrid identity will wind up on your credit report and will cause negative information to be on your credit report. And that's all part of identity theft. Now, the other way that inaccurate information can appear on your credit report is what they call a mixed or a merged file. This happens when your credit report gets combined with somebody else's credit report. Now, this shouldn't happen at all, and this is purely a mistake of the credit bureaus. They have these vast databases that are run automatically with artificial intelligence software that tries to match people to transactions. Now, furnishers furnish hundreds of thousands of pieces of data every day to the credit bureaus, and it doesn't always say that you are John Smith that lives at 123 Elm Street, that was born in January 1st, 1980, and has a social security number of 123456789. If it's Johnny Smith or John Smithington at 123 Elm Street in the same zip code, that's a pretty close match. If the birthday is January 1, 1981, or November 1, 1981 or 1980, if the social security number is 123456798, those are very close. John Smith and Johnny Smith might get their files merged. It might do John Smith some good. Maybe he's got bad credit. Maybe Johnny Smith's got great credit. Either way, somebody's got inaccurate, derogatory information on their credit report that doesn't belong to them. And it's going to cost them an opportunity. It's going to cost them a job, a mortgage, a car note, a credit line increase. Another common mixed file is fathers and sons with the same name who live at the same address, and mothers and daughters with the same or similar names who live at the same address. This matching algorithm or artificial intelligence that the bureaus use puts a lot of weight on addresses and names. It puts a lot of weight on social security numbers and birth dates too. But if they have matching names and matching addresses, there's a much higher likelihood they are going to be merged versus a similar name and completely different address. Sometimes people will be reported as deceased, and this is a symptom of a mixed file. A social security number, date of birth is similar or close enough that it's easy to get mixed up. These algorithms have tolerances. A social security number matches if 7 out of 9 digits match. That means that 2 can be reversed. There can be a transposition error, and it will still match. There's a lot of ways that files can get mixed, but the two most common ways that you will see information on your report that is incorrect is identity theft and a mixed or merged file. If you're dealing with identity theft or what you think is a mixed or merged file, you need to dispute the information with the credit bureaus. I've got other videos on how to write a dispute letter and the strategies for disputing incorrect information. So take a look at those, and if you need help, give us a call. If you want us to look over your dispute letters and give you some tips, give us a call. If you're dealing with any of these consumer-related issues, we want to help you out. Thanks for watching this video, and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you.